Hello everyone, Triple here, and I'm here with the first round of the NNDL. We're facing off against Pokna, who coaches the Stockholm Stoutlands. And if we take a look at their team, they have a really heavily offensive team. And honestly, like, among all the teams, I'm probably the most scared of this one. I don't know, it's really tough for me to deal with. It has Dragapult Coco, which was a really cool combination. I actually wanted Dragapult DNC at first, which would have been cool, but like Dragapult plus a fairy type is just really solid. His speed tiers are kind of cracked here. He has 124 on Build and then 130 on Coco, and he has Raichu under Terrain and Terrac on 1.6 and 1.8 and Pyro on 1.6 actually. He has a really fast team, but then he manages to fit in like stuff like Venusaur, Mega and Slowbro, who are insanely hard to break together. Like, what do I do against this? I don't have... Like, I would need like a Psychic Ghost type or a Psychic Dark type to deal with this. So, my building was a bit of a problem with this. I noticed one thing, and that's that he doesn't really have a bug switch in. So I kind of wanted to start with Rillaboom with U-turn, capitalize on that. I decided to make it Choice Band because Grassy Glide also hits Coco and Terrakion and Slowbro really hard. It could be very good versus Raichu. And then I had U-turn to switch out on stuff coming in. Knock off specifically for the Pult because I can't really hit it with Grassy Glide. And Drain Punch was actually an open slot for a while. I tried, what's it called again? I tried the grass type move that lowers your speed that he has, Drum Beating, which would have been very cool versus like Scarf Terrac. But I decided against it the last second because I wanted some way to hit Fortress and mostly Pyroar. Pyroar is low-key a threat because of course normal fire type, I do have Melmetal, so it could realistically come. It's a special attacker. Gliscor doesn't have the best SPDF, so I was kind of scared of that, so I wanted Drain Punch just so I could read it coming in potentially. Choice Band, very strong. 216 speed, this is just enough to outspeed Venusaur, Mega Venusaur, which is kind of big because I can U-turn out on it every time. So that's kind of the idea behind the team. I didn't really need to outspeed anything else, honestly. So this was just a very solid building block for me. Nice to have. I have Gliscor here, which was my answer to Coco and Raichu mostly. It also answers a bit to Terrakion, but I decided to go with a bit of a SPDF set. It again has enough speed to outspeed the Venusaur, so if I need to Earthquake it, I can. This is just Roost, Defog, Knockoff, Earthquake. Deals with Terrakion, deals with both the electric types. Kind of deals with Pyroar because I'm somewhat SPDF and bulky. But that could have been tough on like Hyper Voices and stuff. But this was like defensive pivot. Really standard, but really good here. I had this is the big one. I needed some way to deal with this Venusaur. My DNC basically beats everything else because it gets Mystical Fire now for the Fortress. I can beat everything else. I could have the Diamond Storm for the Moltres and the Pyroar for most things, but Venusaur was in my way. So I decided to look at how I can beat Venusaur, what this has in its move pool, and it does get like Psychic. I didn't really know if I wanted to run Psychic because a SPDF Venusaur can actually eat, same with Psych Shock, a defense Venusaur could eat these pretty decently and then kill me with like a Sludge Wave or something. Sludge Bomb actually. But I decided to go with Calm Mind. And the big thing about Calm Mind is most of his team is special attackers. We have Raichu, Koko, Venusaur, Slowbro, Pyroar, and Moltres mostly. Dragapult, actually, I low-key expect to run a physical set. It has that option, which is very scary. But most things I can shut down with Calm Mind. And I have, like, this thing, once it megas, has 110 SPDF, which isn't bad. And so if I Calm Mind up, I can just start sweeping him and eat any hit. So I went with Draining Kiss, which can give me some recovery versus most of his mons. Calm Mind, Mystical Fire, specifically for Fortress. Can also help versus the Venusaur a bit because it lowers attack. Same with Raichu and Koko. And last, Stored Power. And Stored Power actually at +4 to Attack to SPDF will kill a Venusaur from full. So this is kind of my big win con. I'm really hoping I can get it in a position where it can actually sweep. To do so, I have Gallade, which is basically just a suicide, deal as much damage as you can mod. I have Swords Dance, bigger damage, Shadow Sneak for the Dragon Pulse and kind of for the Slowbro, although it will take that pretty well. Psycho Cut hits Terrakion and Venusaur, also hits Raichu. And lastly I have Rock Slide. I had Drain Punch at first, but Rock Slide hits the Moltres super effectively, which is a big difference. Because I had it Drain Punch for Moltres and Fortress, because it's neutral to both. Rock Slide is neutral to Fortress and super effective on Moltres, so that could be very handy. And as I thought, I'm kind of scared of the Dragapult being physical, so I decided to run this Melmetal with max HP, max defense, 423 defense, which is huge with this HP. I was thinking of Body Press, but I needed something for Slowbro. So I decided to go with Double Iron Bash, which hits the entire team except Slowbro. Toxic, specifically for the Slowbro. Protect to stall it out and get some leftovers recovery, and Thunder Punch. I can catch physical Dragon Pult after a Dragon Dance up. Dragon Darts is not going to do crap to me. Steel Wing isn't going to do crap to me. The only thing he can do is the Phantom Force, which I can revenge with Double Iron Bash. And that's going to do a lot of damage versus an offensive Dragon Pult. Even from like no investment, this is still like a good attack stat. And last I have, just in case it is special, Dragapult. Dragapult is really the only thing throwing a wrench in DNC sweeping, so I can't double prepared for it. Is Assault Vest Squintank. Also helps versus Slowbro and Raichu, of course. And this thing, like, it's bulky, good HP. The SPDF isn't as good, but gets the Assault Vest. I have Aftermath, which could come in very handy. And I have Sucker Punch. I mean, that makes sense, right? Play Rough, specifically for Terrakion coming in on a Dark-type move, and Moltres. I have Poison Jab for the Koko and Venu, kind of. And then I have Fire Blast specifically for the Fortress, which I didn't really have much coverage for, so if it comes, that's my big answer to it. And like that Diancie is basically my only hope here, because this is really tough to build against. He has such a solid team, honestly. And I'm really hoping I can like weaken stuff enough for Diancie to jump in. The question is if he lets me position it right, because if he goes Venusaur on the first command, I don't know, I might still take a lot of damage. I probably can take it, but it's still a very scary scenario. Anyway, I'm about to do the battle now, so let's jump to that. And there we go. No Raichu, which is good. My Rilla looks pretty good here. Let me just get the replay into the chat so people can join. go. Alright, I'm low-key tempted leading Rillaboom. Because I feel like he leads Venusaur and I can get a U-turn off. That just seems like really solid overall. The Ansi seems really, really good here. So I'm gonna have to play that very carefully. I feel like he leads either Coco or Venusaur trying to Mega it. Yep, Coco. I can U-turn here. Whatever he wants to send in. Likely the Venusaur, because he should expect a Grassy Glide there. I really hope he doesn't U-turn here and just hard switches. Yep. To Venusaur, that's some good damage. Let's see. Let me actually go Melmetal here and just click double Iron Bash into this. It doesn't really have a good way to hit me. Actually, I'm gonna protect here. Actually, no. He could be Sleep Powder, which would be problematic, but I only really need this for Dragapult. And he doesn't take double Iron Bash well either way. If he switches to Slowbro, I can Toxic it. That didn't do as much as I wanted, so he's a very bulky variant, which is a problem. I'm really hoping I can play this right, because this is a really tough matchup for me. I should have went with Acro on Rillaboom, honestly. He likely goes Slowbro, or he stays in and Sleep Powders, which Sleep Powder would be a problem, but if he goes Slowbro I can Toxic it and then protect. And actually if he goes Bolt I can go Skuntank and click play rough, honestly. Because the monster you want to bring in on that is likely Terrakion. That's good damage. I'm gonna protect here. As he is Synthesis. Alright. That is a problem. Oh, I got so tempted by that. Alright, I'll take it. Hello there, I am Dark type. I'm gonna click Play Rough, expecting a Terrakion on my Dark type move. 313 attack honestly isn't bad for something like this. He should fear me. He would have let me get a toxic off on this. Venusaur is a problem. My Diancie should be able to comment upon it though. I feel like Pult needs to have Steel Wing to deal with me. Ah, come on. That sucks. Of course. I miss and I get burned. Oh well, Rillaboom. I am faster than this Venusaur, so I cannot always U-turn on it. Moltres is a bit of a problem, but I do have the clear counter to it. Yeah, I can just U-turn on this. And I'm gonna go Glade here. And should I just Psycho Cut or should I Rock Slide here? I'm gonna just Psycho Cut. If he goes into Moltres, that's a very nice play. No, get out of there. We're not doing that. Nice Rock Slide. Next time I come in, I can... No, get out. I'm gonna Poison Jab here. Because he knows I have Play Rough now. So I'm expecting him to go Venu. Also, my burn doesn't really matter for my Fire Blast, which he didn't bring the one... Ooh. That's gonna do a good... Yeah. And a poison. Nice. And we can click this again. And I'm gonna click Play Rough. Just in case he switches to Turek. Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna go Rillaboom again. Actually, should I? Yeah, let me just go Rillaboom again. And click U-turn here. U-turn in this matchup is really, really solid. We get out of there. I go Glade and I click Psycho Cut. You might have the Reflect Up, but this is still a very strong, super effective stab, Life Orb hit. So... Please read into me clicking Rock Slide again, because if I do, your Moltres dies. This is going pretty well for an endgame of Diancie, honestly. The Coco is low. Terrakion is still a problem. Although, am I faster than it? How fast is Terrakion? He makes the smart play. Goes this. I'm gonna go Skuntank because I'm already burned, so it doesn't really matter. Uh-huh. I'm gonna Sucker Punch here. A crit, nice. I'm gonna sacrifice Gallade, I think. And I'm gonna U-turn here. Good damage. That's fine. I'm looking pretty good here. Also, Terrakion is slower than me, confirmed. Unless it's Scarf, of course. Which it might be, but I don't know. With Gliscor on the field, I don't think it's gonna be Scarfed. Earth Power and Sludge Bomb is a bit of a problem, but I can comment upon it and then click Stored Power. I am faster than Terrak unless it's Scarf. Dragapult has to have Steel Wing to take me out, which I can always go Melmetal on. Yep, and I get my HP back and I get to live here. What if I go DNC here? Isn't this only answer to DNC Venusaur? I'm gonna Mega and Calm Mind there. And then I gotta check, actually. Let me grab the calculator here. Where is it? There it is. And we go DNC Mega. OU Offensive. At +1. +1. I'm gonna click Dining Kiss here just so he doesn't like cheese me. But Stored Power versus a Venusaur. No, not there. Venusaur Mega. Let's do OU defensive. A Stored Power at this does 51 to 60.4. So I need another Calm Mind to make that work. So I Calm Mind again here, I'm pretty sure. And unless he crits me with anything, I eat this. Yes. And Stored Power here. The Giga Drain is kind of annoying. But this did kill. Alright, that's good. Coco is faster than me, but at plus Pedef, I eat it pretty well. I'm gonna click Draining Kiss here. Just for some extra recovery. Because look at this. At this point, he has a really hard time dealing with Rillaboom. I'm gonna Draining Kiss in the hopes that this is a special variant. It's Hex. Yep, GG. I knew this set would put in a lot of work here. I didn't expect it to do this well. Draining Kiss here. Yeah, it doesn't eat this well. That Scald did a lot of health because of the helmet. That's a shame, but honestly, like no matter what, I have both Gliscor and Rillaboom here. Yeah, it wasn't even Scarf, so that's really good from the NC. I didn't expect this to go this well. At first, I really struggled versus him. He has a really solid bulky core. So the fact that I got the NC in, and the fact that actually this stored power killed from full. Let me actually calc that at +2, because I had it on +1. +1. Oh yeah, wait, that makes a huge difference. That was always an Alco. That was actually like really fun. This is a good start to the season. I really hope we can continue this way. So I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.